turn of events, and we kept it kind of lighthearted for the intro, but it's some real serious shit going on. And I'm here to bring you peace. I mean, it's so much going on. I don't even know what to do with my hands. But we're just going to go ahead and start talking about it before I use them hands to whoop your motherfucking ass.
A girl have beef with me. She gonna have beef with me forever.
Okay, apparently, Sean P. Diddy Combs has officially requested a pardon from President Donald Trump. While simultaneously, there have been sections from the Constitution removed from the online library or documentation of the Constitution online. They have been removed by the, well, we don't know who it's by. Let them tell it. Okay. But what nosy politicians noticed is that on today, they logged into the library website, they went to see the Constitution, and there were certain sections taken out of the Constitution that are favorable for federalization and what Donald Trump's agenda would entail. One of the biggest statutes that I saw, and again, I'm doing this from memory because I'm just looking at the articles right now, was that they took away the protections of citizens to not be harmed by military or the government. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. While simultaneously this is going on, there is sergeant in the Army, this is actually breaking news right now, who has shot 5 people. Okay. Went down at Fort Stewart in Georgia, okay, and 5 people have been shot on a military base by a black man. Let's just keep that where it is, okay? And Donald Trump is threatening to federalize D.C. After one of his Doge constituents got beat the fuck up for trying to intercept a robbery. One by one, and I'm going to pull cards as need be. I remember an interview that I saw right before I kind of went into a little shell that Donald Trump said that Diddy was cool with him at first, but he don't know how he felt about him after he ran for politics. Remember that? I remember that. Well, Diddy just got a lesser conviction on his cases, and I said that he paid his way to do that, and there has been evidence circling through social media that he did. So I call that a receipt, but I can't post it because I need legitimate evidence to call something a receipt. I'm always fair. So I think the big question is, is he going to grant this pardon? I am going to answer that question, but I do want to hit these other topics before I start reading anything. In terms of the Constitution is the law that our forefathers set forth, and it should not be changed. It protects us from being an authoritarianism type of society. It protects us from being taken over by Britain again. It protects our freedoms, okay? It protects our rights. It protects our sanctities. To even fiddle with it is scary. And if you're not fiddling with the actual documentation or the rule of law, just to fiddle with the portrayal of what we see, that's scary. It's scary, bro. It's scary, bro. Like even if it's just on the website for everybody to see, you changed something that affects the rights of civilians, and then you called it a coding error. You called it a coding error.
I realize that it's a little bit political, and it's gonna get a little bit spooky-ooky. I don't know if I could really roll.
While simultaneously, a black man in the Army shoots 5 people on a whim. Now listen to this real quick. I'm just going to play devil's advocate real quick. Those 5 people are injured. They aren't dead. He's trained. He wasn't shooting to kill. So why the fuck did he fire off on your ass? What was you doing to that black man is my question. You're not gonna play in my face. And again, with this federalization of the government. Now, mind you, the stuff that was, let's just say, taken out of the Constitution dealt with federalization, while simultaneously one of your homeboys get jumped, so all of a sudden you want to take the fuck over DC. Man.
Could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
I'm just going to be intelligent. MAGA has used this strategy since they came out, which is throw so much at people that we don't know what to focus on. Therefore, I can get away with some bullshit.
It's upsetting me and my homegirl because we feel like, well, damn, if you can't go to prison, go to hell because you got.
The only reason that it's national news that Diddy actually submitted his documentation is because Donald Trump is trying to get off this Epstein shit, bro. You use another pop culture topic. Not only that, you got this girl attacking Beyonce at the same time, okay? And she's attacked Beyonce before, but listen to this, okay? Beyonce plays an audio from this woman and blurs out her face on her tour. Do you not think that that woman signed off on that so she can get residuals? So you get residuals from Queen Bee, and yet you still talk about her in a Levi's commercial? Bitch, that feels like distraction. I'm not stupid. And all of these people who got all these billions of dollars, they all know each other. Don't think they don't. Don't think they don't. Don't think she ain't call her and say, hey, B, you know, Trump on me right now. We need to spend some shit to get the nation talking about something else because you off tour and ain't nobody talking about some yeehaw no more. Okay? And everybody knows that this ain't motherfucking Phaedra.
This ain't Phaedra. This ain't Phaedra.
So can you just pull one of these ugly stunts right quick?
You ugly assholes. And half of y'all call you niggas too. Half of y'all hoes.
And they motherfucking tried it.
When there is desire, there's gonna be a flame. When there is a flame, someone's bound to get burned.
Okay?
Jumping up like a queen in a red outfit, knowing he gonna get his ass beat.
Because for me to fast from pop culture and politics for 5 days, I come back and immediately logging in and trying to catch up, I just get bombarded with all of these. And it's energy that feels like you getting hit. It don't feel like, oh my God, we have the first cure for cancer that's being tested overseas by black people. Don't let Korea take credit for that. That shit was invented in Kenya, and they've been using that shit for years. Okay? The pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know about that bullshit because we're so controlled in America that you don't even get the real news. You get the news they want you to know to push agendas, bro. My advice to you, don't let them scope your mind. Be skeptical. If it don't feel right, it ain't right. Spiritual part of it. First things first, the Zen card was upright, and I don't know how long it's been there, but this is a card of peace, so we shall have it. Okay? First things first, before I start talking any deeper about anything I'm talking about right now, you just got to know we serve a source that created all of this, and it wouldn't happen if it wasn't purposeful or if there's a purpose in it. Remember, nothing happens to us. Everything happens for us. Why is this happening for all of us right now? Why? Gonna leave that right there. Diddy don't deserve no motherfucking party. But let's see. Spirit, can I read everything I'm gonna talk about today? Not everything. Okay, I need to be skeptical because I was trying to do a clean sweep, but I gotta read them case by case. In the case of Diddy, am I able to read this? No. This says I should not read this. Why is that? He's consulted with witches? Oh, well. I ain't gonna give it no official reading. I'm just gonna use my intuition. Can I do that? No. Well, what y'all think gonna happen with it? Y'all think he gonna pardon that man? As a civilian, not using my intuition, I don't feel like he's gonna pardon him. Just using context clues. He ain't never, well, he did pardon some black people, but that was to get the black vote. advertisements about black people shooting a sergeant. He's a sergeant. The man is a. What happened with that? That's what I want to know. Can I read that? I can read that. Let's go. He broke through some programming. That's my case. I think that they got some shit going on in that military, like they cloned Tyrone. This is the Nepenthes tarot card showing up upright. I pulled this yesterday, and I told y'all this means to forget, or it is a potion that used in ancient Greece to forget things. I think that his mind wasn't right. Jubilee shows up upright, and that's me high as hell. Matter of fact, I'm finna get high right now. Madam Lou shows up upright. This is sudden euphoria. This is sudden understanding, bitch. That motherfucker said, hold the fuck up. That's what he did. That's what he did. Little Tommy, what he say?
Hey, yo, Terry, fuck going on?
Nigga, please.
Okay. I think that there's something deeper going on. What's the spin story gonna be? Yeah, of course y'all gonna blame him. Of course y'all gonna blame him. He's not gonna be able to defend himself, is he? Sorry, I should have been telling y'all what I'm seeing. They're gonna spin him to be unstable. They're gonna spin him to be, you know how they do us. You know how they do.
Girl back.
A clown. Okay, this is the Joker in my tarot card deck. It's like the joke's on you, haha. Will there be any truth to come from this? Not at all. Ruman shows up in reverse. They're going to overly romanticize this story. They're going to talk about drugs. They're going to talk about him not being in his right mind. But why don't you tell him why he's not in his right mind? It's because you've been putting that electroshock therapy in his brain, trying to make super soldiers that's going to listen to you regardless. See, this the thing. If we as a people say we not for some shit, and in the military, I know you done took an oath or whatever, but you have a choice to be made. Okay? You're lessening the population. You are programming the military so that you can have the goddamn handmaidens tail up in this motherfucker. And guess where I'm going to be at? I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to sit right here and I'm going to lace my yard with mines. Come around here. I'm lying, bitch. I'm the first one out the goddamn door. I'm out. Because if you come out federalizing motherfucking D.C., which is a district, it's not a state, it's a district, but it acts independently like a state. There are some unjust things going on with that too, because their votes get counted higher than civilian votes. Okay. I'm learning a lot just by simply doing research and Googling what I'm seeing instead of just taking it for truth. Okay? If you federalize, which means that it's run by the federal government and not its local department or local, what's going to stop you from federalizing something else? Now, mind you, 3 months ago, you said crime in D.C. was the lowest it's ever been. And now because your homeboy got beat the fuck up, you have a reason. You understand? Okay. Now that your homeboy got beat up, you have a reason to constrain. You gave us that reason, boo. That shit wasn't real. Am I right in saying that, Spirit? Can I read this? Lord. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Was this a scheme that Todd...
Could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the Bootz.
This is the Sheba Tarot card. As you can see, this is a mock-up of the Kali Ma Tarot card, or the Kali Ma deity. It's my homage to her. And as you can see, there are multiple facets to my arms here. This is talking about doing a lot at one time. This is distraction, distraction, distraction. Do I have this correct? T'Challa shows up upright. Yes, and this story will not age well. The story will not age well. Y'all know T'Challa is my spirit animal. It was my first cat that I adopted when I became grown, but he died. So the story will die. Does this have anything to do? The question I was going to ask was, does this have anything to do with the website? That's my question. Can I read that? That magic is foreign to me. I don't know if that's a yes or no, so I'm going to proceed with caution.
Fatality.
And I will give one. This is talking about a lick back. Oh. Remember how I said that Iran was going to retaliate? Remember that? You talking about a coding error on a document that's been posted since you took office. And all of a sudden something just randomly vanishes. I think you got hacked, boo. And I think you're not thinking that other nations are as intelligent as they are. They see the narrative you're trying to paint, and they pushed it forward a little bit, is what this says. I think you might have got hacked, boo. And instead of saying, oh my God, the government got hacked because that will cause panic, you say it was a coding error, but that was a terrible spin because nobody believes you. Okay? But the craftiness of whoever's getting their lick back, I feel like it's Iran. Am I right? I'm right. If you can't tell the truth. This is a chess move. This is. We can touch your internet, bro. We can touch your internet. We done hacked your ass. We done took them segments out right as you were trying to push this bullshit of a federalization narrative where it's too much stimulation and the public is gonna rebel against it. They fucked up your politics, boo. Your politics so goddamn bad, you're thinking about pardoning Diddy. Damn. That's what happened. I feel like he's playing dodgeball and trying to push an agenda at the same time. That's what this says. I feel like there's some rams in the bush that's trying to get licks backs at Donald the damn J. Trump. That's what I feel. This talks about this was not our doing. This was not America's doing. This is somebody else. And I feel like the fable shows up upright. So they're like painting reality as you're trying to execute certain tasks. And it's becoming too much for the American people. Jasmine Crockett had some type of press conference. And there are subtle rumblings of rebellious groups that are in the ethers. I don't think this is going to be as smooth as you think, bro. Especially if you're starting to target black people now. Because I feel like, for some reason, I just feel like this was the shift in our narrative. We've been pretty safe with the Mexicans. We've been, the deportations. If you're going through anything like that, I just gave you your sacred religious symbol. Not in disrespect, but to send you a blessing. I'm with you. We have an anti-ice bill located on my website. Yes, we do. I mean, I believe in the rule of law, but I also believe the rule of nature trumps anything. Okay. And the rule of nature is we all equal. We all people, bro. What I shit don't make you eat. What I eat don't make you shit. Shit. So that's how I read the situation. Now, what's gonna happen now? That's what I really need to know. What do we have to look forward to? This time next year, he's gonna be dead, though. I think he's gonna be gone between April through August of next year. There's going to be a tragedy. I feel it. And I don't know if you do. What's gonna happen now with all of this bullshit? Well, we know that Diddy, I feel like he's not gonna pardon Diddy. We couldn't read that, but that's just my context clues as a civilian, paying attention. I keep using the word civilian because I hear it all the times at the sheriff's office. So I wish y'all would just close your butthole.
You can't take back what your butthole received.
It's so cool that I have sheriff friends now. I'm really considering selling drugs. I feel like I can get off. Okay, what's gonna happen with this Library of Congress? Maxine shows up in reverse. This is a fly-by-night story that I believe got public attention to distract us. I believe it's a true story though, but I believe that it was able to gain traction because they need noise. This administration needs noise. And if something remotely feels like it can be something to distract other than the Epstein file, they're going to be all for it. The reason I say they is because Trump's pockets is so deep. If he wanted to stop anything, he could stop it, right? The man got money. The man got power, you know? So these reporters, mind you, he closed off the newsroom. So anything that actually makes it out to public news, thank you. Okay? So I feel like this is going to die. Its purpose is served. I feel like we're not going to be talking about something else next week. Let's see. In terms of the man, the army man. To never be heard from again.
Aww.
They're gonna... He's already gone.
Aww.
And he's very angry. I can't make out what he's saying, but I feel what he feels. He feels like that Madame Lou's tarot card. The light bulb went off. He saw things as they were, and he didn't give a fuck no more. That's literally what it was. But I don't feel like... First of all, he hasn't recognized that he's dead, so I will not interrupt this process. But I think he's all up and through that army base. I wouldn't be surprised if that army base is shut down right now or is going to go through some technological difficulties or whatever. He is very, very upset. And his energy is taking root in the earth. Like, it feels like it is spreading. Maybe this is some ancestral shit. There's going to be a lot more natural disasters. He done upset somebody. Okay. In terms of this case, it will end with the public being satisfied with the quote-unquote punishment. Okay. But I believe it's going to be the start of a divide. All right. I think that people going to be a little too vocal after this. And I think this is just the first... spiritual chess move, if you will. Okay, I don't want to put fear in nobody's heart or anything like that. Just stay true and hold true to your morals no matter what is portrayed about this man. I think that, again, here recently I've gained this tangible understanding that time is an illusion. So I feel like he's going through everything all at once. And I think that this is the start of something, okay? It doesn't have to be bad, but I just want my audience to stay true to their morality. I think how this man is going to be dealt with might upset some people, okay? But it's not real, okay? He's already gone, okay? They're acting something out to make you feel some type of way. I need you to know that.